After work, we hit the road from Kansas City to Mark Twain National Forest, driving late into the night. We finally arrived at our campsite near Fort Leonard Wood, ready to start our adventure. After a frigid night in the van, morning couldn't come fast enough. I brewed a hot cup of coffee to shake off the chill and took Sebastian for a walk to stretch our legs. Now that the sun was up, we could finally take in the surroundings. The campsite, hidden in the darkness when we arrived, was nestled in the heart of the Mark Twain National Forest, surrounded by towering trees. Unfortunately, we noticed the area had been used as a dump site, which was disappointing. Adding to the atmosphere, it was hunting season, and we could hear the hunters in the distance as the forest came alive with activity. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Obnoxious Adventures. Today we are taking a trip down a 5-part trip that somebody created on OBNOXIOUS. It goes around Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, through the Mark Twain National Forest. We're going to test it out, see what it looks like. I heard it's just kind of a scenic route, but hey, we like scenic roads too. We got the van. We're getting ready. We're at the beginning of this first leg, and we're going to check things out. After a couple miles on that scenic dirt road on the first leg, you come out to asphalt back on Highway 17. As soon as you turn left on Highway 17, make sure you take an immediate left into the Fairview Fire Tower. It is locked at the bottom with a gate, so you can't go up it, but it is definitely still a cool sight to see. Here, let's take a look. A historic structure in the heart of the Mark Twain National Forest. Once a critical lookout for spotting wildfires, the tower stands as a reminder of a time when protecting these vast forests relied on human vigilance. Although you can't climb it anymore, just standing beneath it and imagining the view from the top gives you a sense of how expansive and beautiful this part of Missouri is. Alright, next stop on this trip, we were driving down 17, probably, I'd say like 7-8 miles from the fire tower. There's another hidden gem on this stop. It's called Graffiti Rock. We're in the parking lot now. It's just right off the highway, easy to get to, and we'll show you around. A little steep, but not too bad. Catch up. Good. Kind of reminds me of the Cadillacs in Amarillo. Crazy looking. You ain't coming out here, are you? A little hidden gem that not many people know about and always miss. It is pretty cool. Beautiful views. A little bit tough hike to get down here, but it's not bad. I definitely recommend if you're doing this little trip, stop here and check it out. As we continued along the scenic route, the landscape began to change. Towering trees framed the road, and the sound of rushing water hinted at what was ahead. This was the part of the drive that I had been looking forward to the most. River crossings and narrow bridges that added a sense of adventure to the journey. The roads in this section of the route were narrow and winding, often hugging the edge of steep hillsides. This is the kind of driving that keeps you focused, but the payoff was worth it. Around every bend, there seemed to be another incredible view, rolling hills, dense forest, and a glimmer of rivers below. Our first river crossing came up quickly, a shallow stretch of water right across the road. The water splashed against the tires for a moment, and it felt like we were truly off the beaten path. It's always a thrill to drive through natural obstacles like this. It makes you feel connected to the environment in a way that paved roads just can't. If you're still here watching, I really do appreciate you guys. If you wouldn't mind, hit that like and subscribe button. As we neared the end of this section, we encountered one last river crossing. This one was the widest one yet, with the water glinting in the sunlight. Taking in the view one last time, we drove through. The mix of adventure and tranquility made it hard to move on. As we continued along the scenic route, the terrain became more exciting and challenging. The first narrow concrete bridge appeared suddenly, stretching over a calm section of the river. These bridges are just wide enough for one vehicle, adding a sense of adventure as we carefully drove across. This stretch of the road, with its multiple crossings and concrete bridges, was easily the highlight of the trip. It combined the thrill of the drive with the natural beauty of the Mark Twain forest, making it an adventure we won't soon forget. Our next stop was Relfe Spring, a peaceful and historic spot in the Mark Twain National Forest. This natural spring flows with crystal clear water, surrounded by lush greenery and a sense of calm. It's a refreshing reminder of the forest's natural beauty and a perfect place to take a break and enjoy the serene surroundings. Next, we came upon a massive wooden train trestle, still in use today. Its towering timber beams stretched high above the road, a remarkable blend of history and functionality. Driving underneath, we could almost hear the rumble of trains that still cross it, connecting this quiet forest with the outside world. The trestle's weathered wood and impressive scale made it a standout moment on our journey through the Mark Twain National Forest. Our scenic trip through the Mark Twain National Forest was unforgettable. From river crossings and narrow bridges to the peaceful Relfe Spring and the towering wooden train trestle, each stop offered a unique blend of history, nature, and adventure. This journey reminded of us the beauty in slowing down and exploring off the beaten path. The Mark Twain National Forest is a true gem, and we can't wait to come back for more. The second part of our adventure took us to Froggy's River Resort for the Midwest Adventure Outfitters Campout and Friendsgiving. The drive into the resort set the tone perfectly, a mix of scenic back roads and the anticipation of connecting with friends and fellow adventurers. As we pulled in, the views opened up to reveal a peaceful riverside setting, a perfect spot for a weekend of camaraderie and outdoor fun. From above, the drone footage captured the full beauty of the area. The flowing river, the campground nestled in the trees, and a sense of community coming together under the wide open sky. It was the kind of place that immediately made you feel at ease, a mix of natural beauty and the excitement of what the weekend had in store.
You want to do this one? We have nothing left.
Well, then you better.
All right, we're going to do, these are the Max Track Mark IIs traction boards. If you want to look cool going to Starbucks in the morning, these will make any rig look bad to the bone.
All right, it's number 381.
Starbucks membership not included.
Nice.
Oh, right on.
Let's come over here and get a picture.
Those chairs. Yes.
All right, guys, seriously, thanks so much for coming to the open house, coming to this event. It's been a nightmare for me, but we made it happen. Thanks to our host, Bill. I want to thank my wife for keeping me on track and to make these things in my brain come to reality. My sister-in-law over here, they both stayed up countless nights at the shop, making sure everything was properly. Big shout out to Brian. He doesn't want any recognition, but the website is currently live. There's over 10,000 items for sale. Not really, but there's a lot. Brian has built that entire website. He's done the security systems. He's connected my Wi-Fi for me multiple times because I'm an idiot when it comes to tech. But Brian's a big friend and he doesn't like this recognition. That's why I'm drawing this out so his face can get made. But seriously, guys, and thanks to the band too for coming out. Is it Lindsay? That's close. Thank you guys, seriously, for coming out. And great music, isn't it? It's pretty good. Like for a while there, I thought we were just listening to a phone, but to have live music entertainers these days that are good, it's hard to find. So thank you guys. And you guys can chill up here. The band's gonna play. Kind of just feel out the crowd, and then they'll pack it up, and then we can meander back to our own camp. So thanks again. I'll shut up. Make sure you guys are following Midwest Adventure Outfitters on Instagram and Facebook. I'm going to try to do multiple fun things throughout the year.
Google review.
And leave a Google review for crying out loud. That would really help push the business.
The night came alive around a bonfire at Froggy's River Resort. Laughter, stories, and the crackling of the fire filled the air as friends gathered under the stars. The warmth of the flames and the camaraderie of the group made for a perfect Friendsgiving moment. Simple, genuine, and unforgettable. The next morning, as breakfast cooked on the stove, we took a moment to reflect on an incredible weekend. From exploring the Mark Twain National Forest to the unforgettable Midwest Adventure Outfitters Campout at Froggy's River Resort. This trip was packed with adventure, connection, and amazing memories. A huge thank you to Benji Ward, the owner of Midwest Adventure Outfitters and Froggy's River Resort, for hosting such an incredible event. His dedication to bringing people together in places like this made the experience truly special. As we packed up and drove out of the resort, we couldn't help but feel grateful for the friendships, the memories, and the beauty of the Midwest. Before we wrap up, we want to say a huge thank you to all of you, our followers, for joining us on this adventure. Your support means the world to us and keeps us inspired to explore and share these incredible experiences. We can't wait to bring you along for the next one.